From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second down. Here's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Now he's free at the 35. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Barkley is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Bengals at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moss. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They will toss to Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's 2nd and 3. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Barkley again, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 17's Mike 17.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
11 mighty. Team, Mike 17. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Burrow will throw. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll go to Barkley again. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 69 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Up the middle with Barkley. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Deep.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now it's Burrow. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He'll swing this out to Moss. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Again, it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
11. Mike 17. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Here's Burrow. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the 2nd quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
17's Mike 17. Drop deep, drop deep. 11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll dump that one off to Moss, complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go! He's coming. We got double up.
Running right, here's Brown. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Flushed out right.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's the rookie from Washington, Rome Odunze.
And he's brought down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A throw over the middle, taken in.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Rome Odunze.
43 yards.
And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football.
There he goes left side.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
78 yards.
And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down at a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They go play action with Hurts. A pass complete to Odunze. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now Hurts looking to change the play. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow going up top. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4th down, here's Joe Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And now here is another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's DJ Turner who's got it. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, Doug. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
0-0, Mike 3. Here we go. Mike 3. Combo. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Mike 17. 11. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 17.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Zach Moss, 37 yards. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On On second down, here's Barkley. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, where their defense has really struggled.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He's got room at the 30.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Brown will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on?
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Zach Moss
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. It's complete, and he'll find his way in for 2, and we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. But first down, Hurts.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And Hurts going to move him around.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side.
And now here is another interception.
And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they'll indeed take a knee.